as I've explained, there must be a live injury for a law to be violated and breached. This is all across the world. There has to be a live injury for a form of law to be violated, broken and breached. Now, when you actually understand that when a policeman or a government molester is coming to enforce a statutory act of parliament, he's doing this to make money. This is all he's doing. He's acting commercially and he's acting against your best interests and he's violating all forms of laws. If you actually knew how many laws he's actually violating, this actual matter of big oppression, then you could understand how this violation and this big pestilence and transgression and oppression and deception on this whole wide world is being continued by these Freemasons and their lodges and other molesters as well involved, including the judges and the police and other occult members and other occult secret fraudsters. They have occult family traditions and occult family rites. They actually bow down to the devil. They bow down to Lucifer. They bow down to Baal. They bow down to Baphomet. And this is all done secretly in their lodges. They have so many different names for the devil, as each of the secret devil societies worships a different one named by a different name, i.e. Baal, Lucifer, the devil, or Satan. That's why they've got so many names for the devil. The courts are being controlled by demonic perverts, perverted administrators perverting the course of justice criminally in all of these courts worldwide. The righteous, we only bow down to the Almighty Creator, not the devil or Lucifer or any other fraudster, tyrant or even a statue. This is where they're deriving these statutory acts of parliament from their devilish statues, which they've created worldwide as monuments for Lucifer and their devil god, the one-eyed devil god. They also have this form of god as well, a one-eyed beast. So now hopefully people can understand how the law is actually violated. There has to be a form of live injury, i.e. an injured party, or even an animal, a dead animal, or even an injured animal, or even an injured human being. There has to be a living party with an injury, not a law which has been made from statutory acts and enforcing with the help of the devil from the members of parliament. They've come to enforce this statutory act to enslave you and make money from you. And there's no form of live injury at all. So once you have an understanding of this, you can actually advise the fraudsters of this, advise them they're molesters and thieves and transgressors, and bring the live injury immediately. Whoever's been harmed, injured or killed or threatened, they won't be able to provide anybody, which proves they're doing commercial fraud and acting in theft by deception, and also perverting the course of justice like perverts, and also criminal offences of attempted robbery and also robbery with the help of their judges. This is the full proof, as there has to be a live injury for law and a violation of a law to be breached. So they're enforcing statutory acts, policies and rules made by Parliament with the help of the devil in the Houses of Parliament and the Houses of Lords and the Houses of Commons. These are all residing places of the devil, and the majority of all of their corporations. These are residing places of the devil. Any government offices is a residing place of the devil as also. They've been carrying out demonic rituals and demonic ceremonies in all of the lodges worldwide. They've never ever been raided or shut down. The police allow this to continue worldwide along with the help of the judges worldwide. These are demonic demon worshippers who sell their souls for money. As I've advised, I've heard many of them personally and individually liable, ready for judgment day, ready to be judged for the corruption and the miscarriages of justice they've perpetrated against me and myself, and many others worldwide. And these policemen in their pork machines are always looking to threaten and harass and intimidate members of the public so they can enforce a statutory act of parliament to make money and get merits from their commissioners and higher inspectors, etc. They need merits, so the more tickets they enforce, the more merits they get from their satanic leaders. So all of these molesters of policemen have turned into council tax enforcers. As I've informed under biblical laws which I travel in, all taxes are illegal and unlawful. Any balance sent for a tax bill can immediately be challenged and settled lawfully, which they fail to recognize to protect pedophilia and molestation and theft by deception. So as I've advised, I continue to make a daily vlog for the oppression and suppression of the human rights law and the injustices and miscarriages of justice worldwide against all the poor people and all the members of public who have had family members killed by these brutal police officers and these government molesters covering it up internally. This is why I continuously make a vlog. The molesting pedophile protecting judges and administrators at these courts are fully aware of the violation of trust law, breach of trust law operation, but they still continue to protect it. They still continue to protect miscarriages of justice worldwide. This is how evil and demonic they are. So I advise pedophilia is part of their religion, along with molestation. Also, most important point I need to make for this vlog is regarding women's rights. This evil demonic system is also against women's rights, as if a woman tries to settle the balance lawfully with the weight, they will refuse to accept the payment. So they're even violating the woman's rights and human rights. Be aware of this, ladies and gentlemen, how demonic this pestilence of a system and a demonic plague of a system is. It's even against women's rights and human rights law. Be aware of this worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. So these molesters in the courts and their police officers and all the government pedophile protectors worldwide are against freedom of peaceful speech and against human rights law. They're also against women's rights. They're also against the ancient lawful right to remain silent when there's no form of live injury. Be aware of this, ladies and gentlemen. They're against all forms of laws and privileges and customs and traditions and principles, and they're against all forms of religions worldwide. End of vlog.